Hey everybody, welcome in Toy Story Showdown. So, I have a little bit to talk about, but first we're going to jump straight in and go into this whole key business. My energy is nearly full up. I've got a bit more to claim. So, what I am doing currently is I am spending my energy on the lowest amount per try energy, and I've actually got 4 keys prior today, all in one big shot, and now I've finally got another one. Yesterday I got 1 key the whole day, and I have actually been also purchasing energy. And the reason why I'm purchasing energy, so I'm purchasing 3 times 50 energy. I only normally recommend this for people who are not level 60, but seeing as this is an event, I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna go in chunks. I was like, you know what? Oof, see that's so bad. Look at all that. I did that. I did a quarter of it, and I got no keys. And again, all of it. So all of that for no keys. That feels bad. That feels so bad. But the reason why I am doing this is because for me, I have Woody maxed, I have Jesse maxed, I still need Zerg, and I still need Bo Peep. So I don't really want to. I've gone through. I kind of had hopes that the bucket of soldiers would be more available in this event, but it was only all first times. So once I've done all of it once, it's not really worth my 250 gem refresh to keep trying at her. And by getting 1 token at a time, like if with Simba, I did it with Simba. But for this, I'm like, you know what? For 3 refreshes at 50 gems, I'd rather do 150 gems and have a chance at more keys than I would just by going by that. And I'd by doing that, I'd hope for 1 to 2 key drops with the 150 gems, and I only got 1. I only got 1 just then, and that feels bad. Having so much energy, and then as you'll see now, I'm going to go up and we're going to spend some more. So now there are a few theories about elite nodes dropping more, and then you got a higher percent per the amount that you're spending. And then also, like, if you're going for the higher tier items, you should have a bit higher, but the higher tier nodes give them a more. But all of that's really unproven, and it still seems very. People are guessing and speculating, and there's no actual word for how this works, and that's disappointing. So I kind of would like to farm these ones. So we're gonna have a quick little look here. I want to go for the hundreds. 3 of them. So that would have been worth a whole nother event refresh. The actual 250 refresh. So I want to go all of them on here. 2. That is worth 2. I'll take the 2. So that is good. And I do need those droplets, and you need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Every one little piece of equipment that you're making for the level 6, the max level gear tier 6, you need like 70 per cloth you need to make, and you need a lot of cloths. So I'll take all of those that I can get. But man, for going more, do I want to spend 200 gems? Do I want to spend even more than that? When you start getting only one key per time, it makes you feel like you just don't want to do it. But I will jump in, and I do want to get down to the Zergs and get a few Zergs. So let's jump down there. I do want to be able to get all of the available bow peeps, although I know that's probably not going to happen because you only get the same amount every time, which is kind of sad. And they've kept the level difficulty as well at super low again, so that is, it's interesting why they're doing this. So there she is, invincible again, I believe. Harmful immunity, defense up. So we need to knock out these. And zap. Oh man, that's the previously way of how it worked. If anyone has seen how my other videos of how the event used to work, you kind of went in waves, and then you'd get one chance to attack her, and then she'd get invincibility again and summon more dummies. And it was actually quite challenging. It was definitely very challenging to get 3-star and to go auto and things like that. So I really like the old event, whereas like things don't seem to translate so well into the turn-based style of the game. Just the game had a lot more character and difference previously that it's kind of lost now, which is a little bit sad. But I'm heading on my way to get there to unlock all of the different ones. I just want to make sure I get down to the end, and then any bonus is a bonus. So I would love any extra, like I would love all of the Zerg tokens, but there's no way going like this. There's no way I'm going to be getting all of even the more. So the key events are kind of disappointing, and all of these events, like the fact that these ones only give you the chances of 1 to 5, majority of the time you only ever get 1, to build up these characters that you then need, it just doesn't give you enough. You'll get enough for what, maybe 2-3-star maybe. Naturally you'd need to spend a whole heap to get any more than that, but even then I'd say you'd need to have packs, because you'd still be just getting 1. The struggle is there. So a lot of people are not very happy with this event format, the way it is. How the Lion King events turned into the last Scar event with these types of keys. The first time the keys came around, it was awesome because it was the hardest boss and it was guaranteed rewards when you beat it. You got 1 key, 1 chance. And now you need, but the thing is, you had to beat all these. So you'd get the keys from beating, like, it was a chance. The keys were a chance drop from beating these other these types of ones. And so you'd get through, you'd try and get a few, and then you'd get the guaranteed rewards from them. So kind of like it's kind of like it used to be. But the thing is, the Scar boss, if you look back in my videos, is the hardest boss ever so far, the hardest event ever. You needed a good bit of strategy, sometimes a bit of luck, to get into it, get around it. And I think that'd be so cool if they could replicate. It just can't be replicated. It's just not the same. But even I think the last one of the Zerg, I think that was done well, in a way that it had a bit of difficulty, had a bit of strategy that you had to implement and be careful of. And it had the different level tier. This one had different level tiers. The Zerg one had different level tiers, which you could compete in no matter your level, which was good, because the original Scar one was pretty much only for level 60s. You had to have level 60 max everything to even attempt it, to even get close to beating it. And even there were people with max level 60 everythings that were struggling, absolutely struggling. And I kind of like the challenge. I must say I like the challenge. But I do like that it is open for everyone. I'd like to see it at different stages so people can attempt whichever one they're able to, and maybe have the highest one having a whole lot way better rewards, and then the rewards like jump down stages depending on what level you're attempting at. So there's actually reward to trying for the hardest one, even though it is so hard. But it's more rewarding, is what I'd like to see. Whereas like even these ones, even though these ones are all put down behind higher levels, you're still only five. So in total you can get more the higher level you go. But how are you going to get all the keys? It's just you either need to be giving more keys out, or I think you need to give either just increase the tokens as you're going, so it's not just the standard 5. Maybe increase it so it's up to 7 or 10 for the highest one, or something like that, and then you can go down to the lower amounts, lower rewards at the lower tier. Things like that I think potentially could make this a bit better, or a bit more competing. I do like that there are levels that everyone can compete in. I think that's important, that it's not just like a new only event, or pro top players only. So I don't think that's going to be wise. But I'd like to see some changes, because there's just some things that are just not quite working. The random chance to get keys and just not getting them, and then you're getting not enough to do that and take part in to do the event itself. Not so great. And then even saying how it's got 30 available, but really even if you only complete all of them, you'll probably only end up with 4 if you complete each event once, because that's how many keys you're getting. You only get 4 tokens, which is and same with Bo Peep, you're still only going to get 5. Even if there's no real difference between getting first, besides having a couple extra spell tokens, which is good for people who don't have the spell, and a talisman if you love talismans. But they're the really only difference between beating all these other levels. So I think it would be wise for them to give something else a bit more. Yes, the gold does step up, but is that really a bigger reward? It's good that there is something, but I do like in how some of the other events, they ended up giving, like in the Zerg event even, they gave away mats at the highest level, and I think that was really cool. And I think it is something that people have been asking for and saying that they need more ways to get things, so it was nice to incorporate that into an event. Anyway, that's all for my random billings. If you would like to see all of my chances at keys and all of my energy spent, I have been recording it, so if you want to see that in a video, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see me going and spending all my energy, and what key drops I got and what chances I have had, and breaking that down. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you check it in there. If there's enough people interested, then maybe I can start looking into doing something like that. But until next time, I'm going to be continuing on doing what I'm doing the basics. So for the Woody one, I'm just doing my free attempts. I'm not doing any refreshers because there's nothing to be gained for me from that one. For the Jesse one, there's keys to be gained. I think the keys are worth 2 keys for 100 gems is worth it for me at this stage. And then other than that, I'm just trying on energy to get gear that I need. But I think this is going to be the only time I'm spending on energy, because I'm already max level. Even though I do want gear, I think I'm only going to do this during events if this happens. But let me know. So that's the plan. If you needed Jessie Old refresh, if you needed her and you're trying to get her to 4 or 5 star to compete, I would say just refresh on this and do this. Although the refresh amounts are high again, they do get expensive fast. Hope this has helped you, and it'll be interesting going forward how these events change, hopefully for the better. But we shall see. We shall see. See you next time. Let me know what you guys want to see.